How's it going, guys? My name is Lombarrel, and as many of you know, Valve has recently released the new update, which is the winter update, which features the new R8 Revolver. Even at long range, this pistol will do over 100 damage if aimed at the stomach, whereas aiming at the chest will deal around 90 damage. So this pistol has two firing modes, which is controlled by your left and right click buttons. Left clicking it will result in a slower and more accurate way of shooting, whereas right clicking will result in a faster, sloppier fire mode. Alongside with this pistol came out the new Revolver case, which features the two new covert rifles and the actual pistol, R8 Revolver Fade and the Royal Paladin. I'm not sure if I said that right. There's also the new pink AK, which is called the AK-47 Point Disarray. I'm not going to talk about the remaining 14 skins in this video, but if you want to look at all the skins, you can go to csgostash.com, which I will link down in the description. Now, the R8 Revolver wasn't the only change that came with this update. In competitive matchmaking, times are now 1 minute 55 seconds and 40-second bomb timers, where it used to be 1 minute 45-second round time and 45-second bomb timer. One big noticeable change came to the assault rifles, so both the M4s and the AK-47s got their recovery times adjusted to, quote, reduce the range at which spraying is preferable to tapping/bursting. Also, you may now call a timeout in competitive matchmaking. Yes, that is done so by going to your call vote and calling a timeout just like you would when kicking a player, for example. In casual, they have now added Killcams. Yes, they have added Killcams. Is this COD? First the Revolver, now the Killcams. What is this update? But anyways, so you can turn off the Killcams by going to game settings, but apparently they give you a little bit of a replay of what happened when you died, and it even shows a little triangle with you in it. These have been all the big noticeable changes that I wanted to talk about. Of course, all the changes can be found on the official Counter-Strike blog, which I'll link in the description. But for now, I want to talk a bit more about the R8 and how it is game changing. So there's been a recent uproar over this R8 Revolver, which in my opinion is a little bit unnecessary in terms of, you know, the crowd response. Think about all of the guns that have ever came out in CSGO and how they have affected the gameplay of, you know, the game itself, and how fast Valve has fixed them all. Yes, there's been guns that have been, you know, tweaked a little bit slower than others, but from what I heard, when the Deagle first came out, it used to be like a walking scout. It was literally ridiculous. You can just walk around with a scout, you know, just shooting people in the head, whatever. But now, with the R8, like, it's so overpowered to the stomach, you know, and to the chest, and it just does so much damage and it's so accurate that I don't think Valve is gonna, you know, let this go on for much longer. I think maybe in a week's time, or maybe even 2 days time, 3 days time, any minute now, it is gonna get patched. But right now, the one thing that I noticed, there is a little bit of a game-breaking bug. I'm going to show you guys right now in the video. So what this bug does is it allows you to draw back the cocking mechanism so you're ready to take the next shot instantly without having to draw it back and then fire. So the way it works is you waste the one bullet by right-clicking, but as long as you keep holding the right-click, next time you left-click, it draws back the cocking mechanism. So next time you left-click again, it takes the shot. So if you left click again, as long as you're always holding the right click button, it's always going to draw it back the first time you click left click. So then this makes holding angles a lot easier. So if you see a person, for example, crossing, you can easily take the shot without having a delay in your shot. So it's always accurate and it's always on point. Don't get your hopes up, guys. I do think this was a bug, and I don't think this was intentional by Valve. I mean, why would Valve add such an overpowered feature to an already overpowered gun? Maybe it was a secret feature that was meant for all the people, you know, using the gun, but I really don't think that they would have added something like that. It just seems way out of Valve's league. Give it about maybe 2 to 3 days, maybe even in the next 24 hours. I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours since the gun has been released. Probably at the time that this was uploaded, it's already been 24 hours. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Just give it a few more days, maybe even a few more hours. Valve will definitely be coming out with a massive patch to, you know, nerf this overpowered Revolver. Now, what I want to talk about is how this affects competitive play. Now, I've played 3 games this morning with the Revolver, only using the Revolver, and I've top fragged or second fragged in all of those 3 games. So it just shows you the kind of impact it has on players, you know, that can use this gun, that have a pretty good aim. And of course I was using the overpowered bug where you cock it back and then you just wait for the person to get into your crosshairs and you aim for the crotch, and it kind of screws up your crosshair placement. Now I haven't tried using the AK-47. Maybe I have a little bit like last night, but not too much, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's possible to use still. I mean, I would believe so, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the revolver right now. Let me actually finish off what I wanted to say. So this made me wonder, how does this affect the competitive play in professional matches? Will like players like Scream, Olofmeister, well, Scream's kind of irrelevant right now because he's on Titan, but let's just talk about the top teams like Fnatic, NAP, all these big teams like TSM, Envious. I'm not sure if they're playing in the ESL Pro League, but that's beside the point. The big teams, the big aimers like Get Right, Olofmeister, Device. I really want to see how all of these players adjust to this new pistol, and I want to see how their scores get impacted by this pistol. What I think is going to happen is the big aimers are going to have an influx of kills, because just yesterday I was watching Tark on Twitch play some ordinary pugs, and what I noticed that he's fragging with the revolver, and he's getting kills after kills after kills, and just like I was, like, my score increased a lot because of this pistol. And I really want to see what would happen to the pros. Would their scores go up, or will it just be like revolver versus revolver type matches? But I think I'm gonna leave this video off on that note. Really, I wonder how the revolver is actually gonna affect the competitive play and professional matches, because right now it is going to destroy matchmaking for a few days at least, because everybody is using the revolver. Everybody's messaging me like, yeah, rip CS, rip CS. It's just turning into a COD now. I don't really think that it's turning into a Arcady type game, just because I think this move by Valve was to bring more people in instead of more out. It's a little bit of a reversive play from Valve. It's like a reverse psychology type thing by Valve. It's bring in the super overpowered pistol. Everybody starts talking about it. Everybody loads up their game to play. They're gonna load it up, play it, and then they're gonna be like, yo, what the hell is this? CSGO sucks now. But does it really? That is the question. Does it really suck? In my opinion, I think it actually made matchmaking a little bit more fun, because now there's a new gun. I always want to use it. I always want to improve my way of using it. There's just a new item in the game for me to improve on and to just use a bit more. And speculations in the next few weeks, I think it's going to get massively nerfed. I don't think it's going to be like the CZ, which took like a month to nerf. I think this will be a much faster one and a way bigger patch than most of the other overpowered guns that we had. But yeah, I think that will be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then please leave a like. If you're new here, then subscribe. Why not? It's free. My name is Revolver. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.